beyond that, what trends in a wider sense do you think will likely impact certainly the plans and their sponsors and members going forward?
Well, I think just medical science. This is not something new. This has got nothing to do with post-COVID necessarily, but just where medical science is and where we go. I remember, so I graduated a long time ago. Luckily, this crowd is not too young, so I can be honest. And I started practice in 86. And we did not have the lytics that rate the clots when you have a heart attack. So if someone had a heart attack, we'd give them some nitro, give them some heparin, some aspirin, and sit there and hold their hands. So that's all we could do. So here comes the first lytic in 87, and the bottle was about $3,000. And my nurse and I were looking at it. I was in a very, very small hospital with, so I was the only doc in the hospital. I said, I think this is the kind of person we need to use this medication on. Yeah, okay. And we're reading it, and she's so nervous she drops the bottle. So anyways, I tell this story because that was $3,000, and we were beating our chests because it was $3,000. But if you think about it today, it's nothing to have a drug that's $3,000. That's cheap. If you got an infusion, $26,000, it's incredible. So as we advance, unfortunately, the cost is going up because we're coming up with these amazing drugs. And cancer therapy, the immune-directed cancer therapy, I think that's going to be the big game changer. It also affects other diseases like psoriatic arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis. All of those have these directed drugs that direct to your whole genetic makeup and basically can cure you without killing you. Because think about it, how many people do you know that have had chemo? They take you to death's door, and just before you're ready to cross that threshold, they drag you back and say, okay, now you're here. But immune therapy doesn't do that. You actually feel better on some of the drugs. You actually feel invigorated. So why wouldn't we use it as a first line? Well, first of all, we're not quite there yet. But second of all, it's going to cost an arm and a leg. So be prepared.